Thank you for that. Bill, please the director show that Supervisors Cassiolis, Bobbitt, Fisher, Cowden, and Gizio are in attendance. In addition, Township Manager Roger Russo, Public Works Director Bill Blackworth, Director of Zoning Bruce Bosley, Chief of Police Sean Bukovinsky, Gateway Engineers Dan Dazaroth, and Solicitor Christopher Volz. And at this time, you're probably aware we take comments from residents on items you see on the agenda. I think everybody has a copy. If you see something you want to ask a question on or make a comment on this time on an agenda item, please feel free to come up now. If it's, again, if it's something unrelated to the agenda, we have a spot place for it later in the meeting. So anybody see anything on the agenda they want to ask about or comment on? Not a very long agenda tonight. Anybody? All right. You can read the announcement for yourself about the Historic Society. We're going to get right down to some of our business items. Number 026, 2016, it's a subdivision plan application for Fairfield South Point, located on Cecil Hendersonville Road. Dan?
Sure. The applicant is here tonight. Mr. Brenlove is in the audience if there's any questions of the applicant. But this is a plan that was developed last year.
Wait, Dan, is you going to get that up, Bruce?
Yeah.
Bank on it.
Fortunately, it is not here. I'll have to.
Bruce, do you want to take one of these smaller prints and put it up there? I got a small.
Yeah, that would be fine.
The proposed development is located on Cecil Hendersonville Road, which would be at the top of the page or the top of the screen. The developer is proposing a private road approximately 1,400 feet long with a cul-de-sac at the end to service some lots to be developed for future uses. The intent now is just to build the infrastructure, which includes the road, the utilities, the stormwater, and complete the grading and so forth, that they can have this pad ready for future development. The board has already seen the sewage planning module for this project, which is proposed holding tanks, which were approved by the Washington County Authority. And the plan, like I said, started last year. It's been through a couple revisions. The most recent plan was reviewed by the Planning Commission, and there were comments that Gateway had in addition to those of the Planning Commission, and we pushed them to have them address all those comments. We did get plans back last week, got those reviewed, and I believe at this point all of the technical comments have been addressed on the plan, and I'll leave it up to Bruce to comment on if there's anything from the administrative side of the plan.
The only additional item which is under review and needs to be forwarded to the fire company is the placement of fire hydrants within this development. Aside from that, I have nothing further.
Does anybody have any questions?
I have a question. This plan, is it to the left or right of Interstate 79?
Headed
northbound on 79. Is it east or west?
Northbound, it would be west.
Westbound, thank you.
So it's where the billboard is Red Rock billboard, Dan? You
I'm
know?
not sure if the billboard is there or not.
I think that's on the other side of the road.
Mr. Brendel, there, he'll know the answer to that.
Yeah, there is a billboard on that side as well, by the transmission line. It's, this property borders the cemetery of the Alleghenies.
Well, that's that parcel in the corner you see, right? Is that the transmission shop?
It would be in the top left of that cross. And the bottom of that drawing is the border line of the cemetery.
Any other comments, questions?
When did the updates come in, or why wasn't the fire hydrants addressed yet, or?
No, they have addressed the fire hydrants. The updates came in last Wednesday at the end of the day. And they have a utility plan which shows a fire hydrant right at the end of that block. I have that plan right here.
Okay.
Okay, so the fire hydrants have been addressed. They have all the utilities on the plan.
So the final was just that the fire department would approve of that placement?
I think it's all, yeah.
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
If this is just for the road, the initial road utilities to go in, when do you plan development to start?
As soon as we have all our approval.
But I think the question to the supervisors, Nick, do you have any tenants lined up for any of the lots?
Yeah, that's,
We have for two, yes.
are you allowed to share or elaborate with that?
At this point, I would rather not.
Okay.
But Cindy, so you know those approvals will come back through you guys also. That'll be a separate application for those.
I was just curious on a timeline perspective, how long you expect the whole development to take? It's more curiosity than anything.
From start to completion and sale of all the lots could be probably 2 to 3 years.
Okay. Thank you.
They will come back with a site plan application for each parcel if they apply for building.
I understand, like I said, it was more curiosity than
We have a motion to approve the plan.
so moved.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. For 027-2016, it's a subdivision plan in Alto Piano, plan phase 8. It's a revised plan. Dan.
Yeah. This, I believe Bruce has this one up on the screen. This is an actual culmination of lots in the Alto Piano plan. This is actually parcels 718 through 827, and what they're doing is they're actually taking and combining two lots, lots 718 and 827, and they're making one larger parcel, which will be about 3/4 of an acre. So the plan was submitted. They've done so many of these, we didn't have any comments on them. They have a template for them. They've been doing these as they've taken down the lots. So we had no technical comments. I believe the Planning Commission recommended approval. I'm not sure if Bruce has any other comments.
I do not.
I'll make a motion to approve subdivision plan application.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. For 028-2016, it's another subdivision application for the Charles Green subdivision on Swihart Road. I think that's a simple subdivision.
Yeah, it's a simple subdivision, but it involves a large piece of ground. What they're actually doing is they're taking a piece of a larger piece of ground, which is a little over 18 acres. They're taking and subdividing two lots off of there, and then they're combining those together to make one larger parcel for the now or formerly Miller property, which has a driveway access that extends down to, there's a private access that comes up to this lot, and it's Township Road 650. It's out in the back. I think it's Swihart Road, I'm sorry.
It's named Swinburne Road.
Yeah, so there's a private drive off of Swihart Road that now comes up to one home. This one home is having its lot expanded by about 1.863 acres, makes it one big lot, which is almost 3 acres, and it reduces the size of the big lot down to about 17.6 acres. They've addressed all of our comments and issued a revised plan, and I've given the board a letter that all of my technical comments have been addressed. I'm not sure if Bruce has any comments.
I have nothing.
Well, it's the most complicated and simple subdivision I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
There's no such thing as a simple subdivision. It doesn't seem like it.
Any questions for Dan, Bruce?
I guess for the applicant, I have a question. Is this under cleaning green? No. I make a motion that we consider the subdivision plan application 32. I'll second.
The motion isn't to consider, we're approving it, if that's your motion. Okay, it's been moved
Second.
and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. The motion carries. For 029-2016, we need to set a public hearing date for that PRD application that was made along McConnell Road. And I know, Eric, I think you asked somebody.
Yeah, I wanted to know if the 23 conditions or so, were they met, or did they have those complete before moving it on after the planning commission meeting?
Yeah, let me just say that what we did was we reviewed a tentative PRD plan, and we produced a letter, you're correct, with a number of different comments. They've not come back. I think they have the answers on these things, but a lot of these things are contingent upon having a public hearing and getting more input actually from the Board of Supervisors because of their decisions. But I think Grant Sherling's here from the applicant. Grant, you want to come up and explain to the supervisors your client's position?